hands touch the wood. We say love. We say love, 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 love. Yeah. We say love. We say love, 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 love. Everyone, love. We say love, 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 love. Everyone, love everyone.
Do we need that love?
Yes, we do.
Do we need that love? I'm going to give you a gift of love this morning. I want to assure you of from my heart. I'm going to give you the gift of loving brevity. Because it's 1 o'clock already, and I know your stomachs must be rumbling. But I want to give you a gift from my heart still. We need that love because we live in a world that is chaotic. The things we hold most dear can be taken from us like that. Change on a dime. The whole story. Diagnosis. Pink slip. A goodbye. A new revelation theologically. And suddenly, wait, where did God go? It can feel like a total free fall. A total free fall. That's why I love this story. It's a cliche, but I just love it because it's so true. Story about this fellow that went to the Grand Canyon. And, we call him Cliff because he's walking the cliffs of the Grand Canyon, all right? Clifford. And, he's taking all in, like, this is good, beautiful world, like, everything's going well, but next thing you know is he's going along the edge because you want to see it all, and the ground underneath him shifts and crumbles, and he loses his balance, and he topples head first into the canyon, falling head over heels. Free fall. His heart is screaming out of his chest, certain death. He knows is just seconds away, and he is reaching for anything that he can find to hold on to. Please, someplace.
Bring it.
And somehow, he manages, about halfway down, to catch a branch. And somehow that branch manages to hold him. And there he is, halfway down the Grand Canyon. And he looks down and he sees just boulders, just Sharpie rocks, just emaceration of his. And he looks up and he sees just a sheer wall, no foothold, no place. And he looks out at the beauty. And he feels the wind blowing, and he tries to call for help, but he feels the wind just carry his voice right away. There's no one that can hear him. And he's losing his grip. Finger by finger, he just knows this is not going to work out. And he's desperate. And despite the fact that he is not a man of faith, he decides, I'll give it a try. Hell.
That's right. That's what you got to lose, right?
All right, God. If you're there, please help me. Please help me. Okay, says God. Warmth flowing through the body, this feeling of hope coming over him. Is it possible? God says, just let go.
Wow.
Is there anyone else up there I could talk to?
Yeah.
How could you ask me to let go when I can see very, very plainly what's down underneath me? That's painful, certain death. That is not what I want from my life. What could you possibly mean to let go? That, I mean, you know, a lot of really well-meaning, wonderful people will tell us that in our lives, right? Like, especially well-meaning preachers, for example, will say, "Yeah, right? You know, just let go." Oh yeah, is that what you're doing? Huh? Sounds great, but come on, look, I got to keep it together. I'm no fool. Jesus said to the young rich man, if you really want to know how to enter the kingdom of God, you got to let go of all your possessions. You cannot come into the kingdom of God with clenched fists.
Say it.
See, I thought last month we were doing letting go all month. I thought, I said as much. Maybe I even said it in here. I said, wow, we got a whole month to let go. I cannot wait for grace. I'm just going to bask in it. It's going to be so good. First you let go, then you get the grace. Well, I'm still working on letting go. It's not a one-off event. Jesus said that to the young rich man because he knew that is where he held on tightest. He knew that's where he had his grip. It's not really about money, although that grips a lot of us. That is a false sense of security a lot of us cling to, but it's about the gripping itself. And if Jesus were here, I know what he would say to me is, David, you got to let go of your story.
Yes.
You got to let go of your calculations and your prescriptions, your story of your life. I preach, I believe in, I celebrate this unconditional love, friends. I believe in it. But I am still, all the time, I have to tell you, putting conditions on how I'm going to experience that love. I'm telling that story each and every day. This, though, is how I'm going to experience that love. I need blank to be okay. I need this job to be okay, and then this job, and then this job, and I need this relationship, and I need these friends, and I need to be in this place, and I need to get this done in this much time. I put so many conditions, and around those conditions I wrap them tightly with fear, because now once I put a condition on it, anything else ain't gonna be that love. It's enough to give you some sleepless nights, isn't it? So I've been letting go, though, in some new ways. You know, these conditions, they are barriers to God's love, even when we're managing to fulfill them pretty well, or at least we think we are. You know? Like, actually, I do have that job, and I do have that relationship, and I am in that place that I wanted to be. If we are still holding on, there's still barriers, because you know that fear is still there. But I will tell you, when the story shifts suddenly, when the grounding gets pulled out from underneath you, it's a lot easier to see what immense barriers those were to the love that has no condition. So David's going to let me tell you a little bit more about it. Join in this music Sunday a little bit with my own voice, a little. And of course, as always, this is an exercise in letting go. When I get to sing with Pastor David, we get the joy of doing it unrehearsed. Join me in this, because I'm still working on it. Couldn't seem to fall asleep. So much on my mind, searching for that peace, but the peace I could not find.
You better sing that song.
Yes.
Sing that song.
Then I knelt down to pray, praying, help me please. Child, you don't have to cry, 'cause I've supplied all you need. Soon as I stopped worrying,
Hallelujah.
wondering how the story ends, I let go and I let God. Let God have his way. That's when things started happening. When I stopped looking at back when. I let go and I let God. I let love lead the way. Now here's the thing.
Amen.
I've done this before.
Amen.
I've come to walls in my life before, breaking points, and I've let go. And I've felt God there. And it's such an incredible, amazing gift.
Yes.
But how do you let go and move forward at the same time? How does letting go not just become release and taking shelter and taking refuge? How do you still engage fully in the world while you're trying not to have any stories that you're telling? Well, we want to tell stories. It's in our nature to want to tell stories. So I'm still chewing on this. But I got a gift in this last round of letting go that I think is a big part of the key. You know, the Buddha, he lived his whole life trying all these ways, trying to figure it out, trying to let go of all his attachments, all his desires. This took him all around the map, but pretty far along the journey, it took him to literally not letting go of everything, not feeding himself, not associating with any other people, just tucked away in a cave somewhere, emaciated body, banging his head against the wall because, it was about any attachment to goodness, to pleasure, any desire was meant to be let go of. And then he had this realization. He remembered himself in his childhood sitting under a tree, and he remembered the pure peace and compassion that he felt in his heart toward these insects that were crawling along in the grass that he saw there. Yeah, insects, enlightenment, right? And he remembered, oh, that love, that light, like that's within me. I don't have to get rid of everything that comes out of all my desires. My desire is that love at its deepest. At its deepest, my desire is that love. And that's been what I've been experiencing in this latest round of letting go. What I've been experiencing is that when I called for God for help, when I called for love to come to me, to my great surprise and amazement, I found that right here. As Barbara said, closer than breath. It was my love, yes, me, part of God, part of grace in this world, a gift of grace to this world, that I felt God reaching into my heart where I needed it most. I was with myself. And that has a different quality, because that knowing is a gift that I can keep on giving. That's not just a place for refuge. That's a place for giving myself to the world, because my deepest desire also has no condition. My deepest love will be expressed in this world. Whatever happens to me, whatever conditions, changes in the world, that's within me. That's truth. And it often doesn't feel that way, I know, friends. We're going to get blessed one more time by all these choirs together. And it's words from Dolly Parton talking about seeing a light coming out of a really dark time. What I just want to offer to you all is, in addition to the light that we get to see on a clear blue morning shining down on us, that light is within each and every one of you. You are a gift of grace that can unfurl each and every day of your life. And trusting in that, well, the sky's the limit. Buddha said, be a lamp unto yourself. You already are. Shine your light and take refuge there.
It's been a long, dark night, and I've been waiting for the morning. It's been a long, hard fight, but I see a brand new day dawning. I've been looking for the sunshine, 'cause I ain't seen it in so long. Everything's gonna work out fine. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay.
We are your church, and we are proud to be your church, or at least a church that's having a positive impact on your life. I am personally blessed to be your minister, or at least a minister who you're allowing to speak into your life. I hope you'll support our ministry and share your love beyond belief by texting LOVE-BB to 41444, or go to our website. But you can just text LOVE-BB to 41444 and make your gift. It's wonderful. Thank you. Be blessed and be a blessing.